And the Golden State Warriors control the tip. Curry to Thompson. Shot's no good. You have to like the confidence, but that was a difficult shot.
It's so important to instill confidence in your best player. I know he missed a shot earlier, but that doesn't mean that you can't run the same exact play and let him prove he's a player he thinks he is, and we all know he is.
Off the mark. He loves the tough shots, but that one may be too tough. To Durant. For three. His first effort off the mark. Tatum. Just off the mark.
Ed, the game is so different. In today's NBA, defenders are longer, quicker, and more athletic than we've ever seen before. So offensively, as a shooter, you either have to be able to create more space off the dribble for your shot or have a much faster release. Ideally, you have both in your arsenal.
I got this plan. Let's go.
Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
As a team, when you establish your dominance in the paint early, it's critical to your offense because it eventually opens up the perimeter down the stretch.
Irving to Jaylen Brown. Fires the three. Tough shot there for Jaylen Brown. No good.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Celtics have it. Hayward. Great defense, forcing the miss. To Durant. Flushes it home.
That probably won't be the last time we see a dunk from him tonight. Maybe sometimes you should send a message. Give him a hard foul. Don't let it be so easy.
Into the front court, it's Irving. 5-point game. Irving to Hayward. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Hayward. That's usually one that he'll knock down.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
Thompson, short jumper, won't fall.
I don't know why he rushed that shot. He was wide open. Take your time.
Brown to the basket, but his shot won't fall.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
Knocked loose. Irving to Horford. Irving. Message received. Well defended.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. Hayward. Rejected by Green. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by the Warriors. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Free throw, good. Three-point play to tie things up at 7. Warriors basketball. Livingston, great look and vision. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
You never want to leave anything to chance when you attack the rim. You finish strong every time you head hunt.
Kyrie across the timeline. Down 2. Kyrie Irving for 2 with another basket there. Simply put, when the ball's in Kyrie Irving's hands, magic could happen.
It's poetry in motion, and it's a situation in which the ball is attached to his body. He has it on a yo-yo. He can put the ball and dangle the ball out there for other people to think they have a chance, and in their mind they do, but in Kyrie's mind, the game is over.
Cousins up to block the shot.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Knocked loose. Denied by Hayward.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Celtics have it. To Irving. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Livingston across the timeline. Shot clock's off as they'll search for a tying bucket. Blocked by Tatum.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Now a 3. At the buzzer. Double figures in the first quarter, now at 10, including that 3.
And the more and more I watch, I become mesmerized with that follow-through. That release is effortless.
That'll do it for the first quarter. The Celtics have the lead. Time to turn the page after a close first quarter. Jay, what stood out?
I really like what I'm seeing. Both teams look engaged. There's some trash talking going on the court. I think this has the making to be a big-time game.
Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Boston with the basketball. Surveys the floor. Tatum. Off the mark. He's made those before, but that was well defended. Knocked loose. Cousins. Down low, Green. The follow won't go either.
And you hate to say this, but this is the reality of the matter. Sometimes it takes guys a little while to warm up into the game. Seems like they finally found their rhythm in the second quarter.
Warriors have it.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
4-3. Can't connect.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Iguodala to bring it up. Down 5. Down to Green. Oh, Horford up to block the shot.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Slams it down.
Jason Tatum finished third amongst all rookies in Rookie of the Year voting. But I say to you this, I agree with what Jaylen Brown had to say. If it was a one-on-one battle, who you taking, Jason Tatum or Donovan Mitchell? Jason Tatum or Ben Simmons? I take JT every time.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor.
Substitutions, Golden State.
Runners good there.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Ball's controlled by Boston. Curling inside. Yes, it drops. A little drama on that one. Kyrie Irving won a championship with Cleveland. He won a championship for Cleveland in that Game 7 at Golden State. How is he influenced as a player by that title?
Well, I thought he learned how to win at a really huge stage. But Kyrie's always been a leader of his own movement. At times, his voice may have been suppressed because of LeBron James, but there's no doubt about it. When you look at the young players on this roster, when they all rock Kyrie's, you know who the leader of the team is.
Rozier. Won't go. He has to find better opportunities.
See, I don't like that shot right there. Pass the ball, get the defense moving, maybe set a hard screen, roll to the rim, see the ball go in a couple of times before you settle for a mid-range jumper that's contested.
The ball in the hands of Kyrie Irving. He's looking for that touch. To Durant. And Cousins throwing it down.
I mean, with so much talk these days about three-point shooting and the spacing on the court and having versatile athletic wings, sometimes when you have a dominant big man, you keep giving him the ball. You let him be that anomaly.
Hey, big screen right there, big screen.
To Irving. Fires the three. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Here's Curry with it up top. They're down 3. Lets it fly from beyond the arc and splash. Klay Thompson, quick catch and shoot there for 3.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Add 2 points to the board.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
We get a whistle and a timeout by Golden State as they'll make sure they're aligned here in a 2-point basketball game. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Knocked loose. Celtics have it.
Subbing in for Boston, number 7, Jaylen Brown.
To Rozier. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
Stepping east, then stepping west, and laying the ball right down the line.
Covering all areas of the map. Curry has it. Knocked loose. Tight space with the crossover. Curry to the basket, but it won't go down. To Jaylen Brown. Here's a chance from long range. He was all over him.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Here's Irving into the front court. The margin is 2. Halftime on the horizon. Irving to Marcus Morris. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
I tell you, he's so special, Ed. He makes the game look easy.
A lot of hard work to make it look easy. Curry with the basketball. His guys can hold for the final shot. That misses with a second to go. First half comes to an end with the Celtics in front.
The Celtics are feeling comfortable at the halfway mark, and they've been showing off some excellent shooting, and it's ultimately points that win games. So if they can keep this up, there's a great chance they can finish with a victory. These are the guys getting buckets for the Boston Celtics.
Game trap. Steals.
Here's a team that might just be 1 or 2 adjustments away from what's needed to turn things around. They still have time to make up.
Player of the half.
Kyrie Irving was lighting up the scoreboard in the first half, and I'm not sure the defense will be able to figure out what it'll take to slow him down. He looks like he's in a zone.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
Knocked loose. Celtics come away with it.
Don't rush this now. The game's been tight so far.
Inside, he scores. If he keeps playing like this, we all may believe that the earth is indeed flat.
And that's what you love about Kyrie. He's constantly probing. He's probing on the court by maintaining his dribble, and then also probing off the court with saying lines like the earth is flat. The fact that that was on the cover of every magazine, the headline of every social media title, goes to show you that Kyrie is great at hijacking your amygdala, both on and off the court.
Curry to bring it up. The deficit is 6. Jumper's good. Kyrie Irving controlling the offense. Gets to the basket and scores.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Curry. Brown with it up top. Up by 6. To Irving. To Rozier. Beyond the arc for 3. Terry Rozier. Not necessarily a shot. Knocks down the 3.
Ugh, did you see the way the ball came off his hands? Not the best form in the world, but it is where it is. Count it. Maybe just don't count on it all the time.
Knocked loose. Celtics have it. Rozier into the front court. The lead stands at 9. Out of bounds. Last touch by the Celtics. Knocked loose. Celtics come away with it. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
That transition offense was flawless when guys fan out and actually fill the lanes with a sense of urgency. You heard me correctly, a sense of urgency. You will get a great shot every possession.
And gets to the basket. Jay, he knew exactly where he was going with it.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Livingston to Thompson. Knocked loose. And that one is out.
Number 34, Sean Livingston.
Celtics have it. To Irving. Probing the defense. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Tatum's good on the free throw. It's a 3-point play as Boston adds to the lead. Livingston to bring it up. Down a bundle. Oh, Baines with the rejection. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by the Warriors. Kyrie with the rock. Probing the defense. The drive right to the basket. Turned away by Cousins. Tatum.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Thompson to bring it into the front court. His guys down big, and he drains it.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
Here comes the screen. Irving driving right to the basket. Trying to cash in. Can't connect. Defense did its job that time. Livingston across the timeline. 14-point deficit. Brown into the front court. His guys leading by 14. And the finish at the rim.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
It's Golden State basketball. Livingston knocked loose. Celtics have it. Irving with the basketball. His guys hold a commanding lead. Irving. Tatum. That's good D. Shot no good. To Rozier. Going to launch. Beyond the arc. Hits the trifecta. Now the Warriors gonna call a timeout as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. He was all over him. Missed the shot. No free throws. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Free throw good to cap off the three-point play as they continue to open things up here in the third quarter. Possession lies with Golden State. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. The result, he's going to the line.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
And he connects on the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2.
Get it, shoot it again. Watch cut.
Hayward can't go down. Smothering defense.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
On a bad pass. Going to be taken away by the Warriors.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort, it's off the charts.
Play is stopped. Timeout Boston as they'll try to hammer out a play to wrap up the quarter. Straight on three. At the buzzer. 3 quarters down. The Celtics own a comfortable lead. It's been a compelling game so far. The fourth quarter is underway. Irving brings the ball up court. The drive right to the basket, right through the heart of the defense. The layup is good.
Ooh, he teased me a little bit right there. But see, I like that. That's called a great entertainer. Always leaving me on the edge of my seat.
Livingston to bring it up. Looking to make something happen. Slam dunk, Sean Livingston.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Hayward. Smothering D.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Brown with it up top. His guys holding the big lead. Cleans it up and a putback slam.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Knocked loose. Celtics come away with it.
Can the offense just run some clock here? I've seen enough.
From the painted area, won't go down. To Jaylen Brown. From long range. Tough shot there for Jaylen Brown. No good. Curry into the front court. He'll run the offense. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Livingston's shot won't go. Tatum. Just not going down. Golden State at the controls. Celtics have it. Oh, emphatic slam.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
We get a whistle and a timeout by Golden State as they'll talk things over here in this fourth quarter. Steve Kerr gets some new personnel on the floor. Curry all the way, but his shot won't fall.
Surprising and shocking that the coaching staff would put somebody on the player of his magnitude that is more focused on the offensive end than he is stopping another player on the defensive end.
Al Horford going to the line to shoot two.
I can't believe I'm about to say this about an NBA team because this is what I say to my grammar school team. But just because a team is down on the scoreboard doesn't mean you stop playing hard and smart. You really have nothing to lose but really good habits to gain.
Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2.
Defense. Defense.
To Curry. Runner here won't go.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
And Kyrie Irving makes good from beyond the arc.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
Durant. Oh, that's how it's done.
Look, that shot was going up regardless of what the defender was trying to do. That's called a heat check.
Celtics have it. Here comes the screen. Work it down to Brown. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
Jaylen Brown really coming into his own. The third overall pick a couple of years ago. He saw his points per game go up drastically. Plus, he is one of the few people in the East that has the versatility to guard LeBron James.
To Hayward. Lets it fly from long range. I don't know, Jay. They have a big lead. This game is just about over. He might not make many friends on the other side with that three.
Oh, I don't want to hear that generic coaching speak about dwindle down the shot clock, use the clock is your friend. No, if you have a chance to beat him by 50, beat him by 50. If you want to beat him by 100, keep shooting more threes.
Runner's good there.
I've seen him float so much on the perimeter, I forgot he even had that kind of physical presence. Good to see him beating up on people down low again.
The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Thompson. Durant. Another chance. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Free throw's good for Irving as he finishes off the three-point play, adding to the Celtics' lead. Knocked loose. Celtics come away with it.
Let's just let the clock run out. We got to get out of here. I got a dinner to go to.
Oh, had him going there for a second. To Irving. Tatum. Yes, give the advantage to the shooter.
Even though the coach initially may not like that shot, now he's clapping because that ball went in.
Kevin Durant with the rock. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Free throw's good, so they get the three-point play, but it's not much more than a drop in the bucket with the score right where it is.
I got him. I'm here. I got ball. I'm here.
Irving to Jaylen Brown. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
Hey, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
And he misses that one free throw. Livingston. Celtics have it.
I tried to work the clock here, but you have to take care of the ball in this possession.
Hayward hits it, and the foul. And a chance now at a 4-point play.
But did you see on that three-point shot, did you see him slightly kick his legs out? By kicking his legs out, the defender runs into the legs, there's contact. That's how you get a 4-point play potentially.
It's good, has the hot hand, and a 4-point play. Warriors have the basketball. Here's Durant for 2. Tatum grabs the rebound.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
Gets off the 3. At the buzzer. It's a victory here for the Celtics as they win this one in very convincing fashion. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Celtics were simply amazing in this contest. The scoring display they put on is going to be hard to forget. It's hard to imagine anyone doesn't come away impressed with how effectively they score their points. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Boston Celtics. The Warriors lost this game long before the final buzzer. My advice for these guys is not to watch any TV tonight, because it's not going to help them forget about this game. Everyone is going to be talking about this one. The Warriors got their point scoring from these guys on screen.
Game track. 3-point shooting.
The Golden State Warriors simply couldn't find their rhythm from 3. And at the same time, let their defense give up way too much perimeter scoring.
Player of the game.
Kyrie Irving read the defense perfectly, and his teammates reaped the benefits with easy baskets.
Who was cold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but we got our top 3 plays for you. Check them out.
Number 2. Number 1.